Oh crap, keep people keep messaging me. Okay, so I plan on today with my rant. I'm gonna be talking about friendships and the kind of friendships you should be in and which ones you shouldn't be in. But first of all, I feel like you should be in a friendship that you can be yourself in. And I know that sounds really weird now, but like if you feel like you always have to watch what you say and you always have to be careful not to offend that person and you always feel like you feel uncomfortable in that friendship, then you don't need to be in that friendship. You need to find some more another friend or more people who you feel more comfortable around. So that way, you can talk to them and be able to feel comfortable. You should always want to feel comfortable in a friendship. Secondly, you shouldn't be in a friendship if that person is always judging you, whether it's a boy or a girl. And I know as being a girl, personal experience, it um whenever like people say stuff, it sticks with it sticks with us. Like if we wear our favorite pair of jeans and nobody gives us a compliment on them, then we're like, oh, maybe we shouldn't wear those jeans anymore. Or we wear a really cute outfit and we feel like, yeah, this outfit is cute and I'm gonna wear this outfit and stuff like that, and then nobody gives us a compliment. We know that next time not to wear that outfit. But it's a bunch of people like, oh my gosh, blah blah blah, I really love your outfit, super cute, I would so wear that, or blah blah, something like that, something to that extent, then you know automatically that you're gonna want to wear that outfit more. Not necessarily saying that we're gonna wear it back to back, but you want to wear it because you feel good about yourself. Like those are the kind of friendships you need to be in. People who make you feel good, not when I say good about yourself, that doesn't mean that you go and you put other people down to make you feel better about yourself. I mean people who give you who help you up instead of who build you up instead of tear you down. Um, the only reason why I'm doing this friendship thing is because I I've been going through some things with some friends, and now I realize that just thinking about it and people talking to me about friendships that I I need to do and put in some work into some friendships. But speaking of putting in work into friendships, if you are the type of person who always, puts your best foot forward and you put 110% into a friendship and that person barely puts in 1%, you obviously need to get a new friend. You need to have a friend where, they see you look down and they automatically think, oh, who's it who I need to beat up? Or, what's going on? What's wrong? Why are you acting like why do you look so upset? Stuff like that. Those are the type of friends that you need to have and you need to be around. Because if not, it will just tear you up inside, and you like the more and more you realize no one's there for me, like nobody's listening to me, and all this stuff. It's just gonna make you more and more like sad and depressed, and not want to be social. That's a bad thing. You should always be social. Um, like another thing with putting work into the friendship, like if you're watching this video and you are feeling guilty because you realize that you're doing some of these things, then you need to adjust yourself. Like, now, that would be a really good job. A really good time too. Um, just because you don't like if you're supposed to be someone's friend or best friend, you should know their kinks and which buttons to push and what buttons not to push, and you should know how to cheer them up. You should not make them laugh, what makes them cry, all these things. So if you see your friend and they look sad and they don't want to talk to anybody, and then you walk up to them and you're like, "What's wrong? Blah blah. Like what's going on?" And they're just like, and they shake their head no, and you just walk away like, oh well, like I tried. No, you didn't. You obviously didn't try, because if you'd have tried, they would have opened up to you and told you everything. They would have poured out their heart. They would have poured out the fact that, at home, nobody ever listens to them. They feel like they're never good enough in that family, or that, their mom just went to the hospital and, they're really upset about that, or somebody just died in their family and that's what they've been upset about. Like, you never know what, like, or maybe like, because at my school, early college, it's like really pressure filled and stuff like that. So maybe the pressure is just getting to them, and they're like, I don't know if I can do it or not. Then you obviously need to, like, if you can't, if you're supposed to be that person's best friend, you need to get to that point where you know when they're upset, when they come to school and they're not, I mean, they're talking to people, but they kind of have like that fake smile. True friends know when that smile is genuine and when they aren't. And if you, as a friend, say, oh yeah, um, oh well, crap, I forgot what I was gonna say. Well, let let me think. Okay, so if as a friend, you're like, oh well, um, no, okay, okay, I figured out a better way to explain this. Okay, so say you yourself are like feeling really down and you're upset, but like some people come up to you and they're talking to you, and you put on that fake smile like, oh, yeah, ha ha, ha ha, like that, and that kind of laugh, and like the person who you claim to be your best friend walks by, and like, or they join in the conversation like, ha, and they're laughing too, and they should know that that laugh isn't genuine or that smile isn't genuine. It should, like, if they hear that laugh, like, like, it should be their responsibility to make sure that you're okay. They should never want to see you cry. They should never be happy. Oh yeah, I'm glad that so and so's crying, blah blah. Or um, or you see, or I hate when this happens, when someone is looks you dead in your face and they see you crying and they don't come to your aid and help you with your problem. Very few people did that for me the other day when I was crying. Very few people. So to me, that just goes to show who all really cared, who all took the time out of what they were doing to come talk to me and see what was wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should, you might not want to, you may not feel comfortable with going to talk to that person about what's happening, but if you just go and talk to that person about, hey, like what, like, sound sincere. If you don't care about, if you don't particularly care about that person, then please don't go walk up to them and try to talk to them, because then that person might feel like, oh, you're just being nosy, like, get out of my face. I don't want you to talk to me, stuff like that. But if you're like legit genuine and like you talk, you may not necessarily talk all day every day, but if you talk from time to time and you see that that person's really upset, please go talk to them, because most of the time they don't want to, like, they don't want to talk. But if you open them up and not necessarily force them, like, you better talk, but like, hey, what's wrong? I've been seeing that you're upset lately. I don't really like seeing people upset, and I really don't like seeing you upset. Like, say stuff like that that would encourage them, and like, or don't say, I won't judge you, I won't judge what you're about to tell me, or I promise I won't laugh, and stuff like that, because if you do that and then you end up breaking your promise, then they're not going to trust you and they're not going to want to tell you stuff. These are just basic friendly deeds and stuff that I personally feel like you should oblige to, but some people don't do that because I don't know why, but they need to. Um, and another thing with friendships, if like you're the type of person who um kind of like, when you get angry, you kind of shut yourself out and you don't want to talk to anybody. And I know sometimes I personally do that, where when I get mad or I get frustrated with stuff, I put in my headphones and I'm out. Like, nobody better not try to come talk to me, because if you do, you might get cussed out. I mean, not necessarily using cursing words, not using profanity, but like get yelled at and not like it just because of the fact that I was upset. And if you see me like, and if you see somebody who's upset, I cannot stress this enough. Talk to them because they might be like legit depressed. And if you see them like really upset and then they realize nobody cares, they some people get suicide, you have suicidal thoughts, and then like some people are like will weigh the pros and the cons and see like if there are more cons, and maybe not ending a life is never okay, but sometimes people say, oh well, there's more cons, then maybe I should go through with this. But if there's more pros, like if you have a list of friends, not necessarily a list of friends, but if you are sitting there crying and nobody comes talks to you, that's a con right there. Like nobody, that just means nobody cares if I kill myself, or nobody cares if I do this or do that to or harm myself, because nobody cared for me when I was sitting there crying for an hour and nobody came up and talked to me. But if like even one person makes a difference. One person truly makes a difference. Because if that one person goes up to them like, hey, what's wrong? And they spill your guts out to you, you better make sure that you listen, and you better make sure that you don't say things like, oh, I'm so sorry, like those things don't help. They don't try to comfort you. Just say, I'll just show that you'll be there for them. You, sometimes you don't even have to say anything. You just have to listen to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, just listen. Don't talk. Don't say anything unless they ask you to talk. Don't talk. Just listen. Straight up listen. Don't don't be looking around trying to talk to other people when other people are trying to figure out what's going on with them. You focus on that person. You keep eye contact with that person. Just do it. I promise. It helps tremendously. One, not only have I been upset, um, not only have I been upset, but um, I have helped other people when they were upset. So I would know. So I would know to what works, because I've been on both ends of the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure a lot of people have too. Um, I don't really know what else to say, but I just wanted to rant on because I'm personally going through one of those friendship things now. So I felt like if I got all my feelings out and put it as a generalization, and then help in a way so that I can help other people while I'm still putting out my feelings, I feel like I've accomplished more than I killed two birds with one stone. Get it? So like I'm expressing my feelings while helping other people with their relationship. I'm not relationship, but their friendship problems. And pretty soon I'm probably gonna end up like putting something out about relationships. Granted, I don't know a lot about them, but it's weird because I I've been in a few, but I haven't like. It's been a while. I, yeah, it's been a while. Um, just for different reasons. Um, so like I'm the one who's always giving out advice about relationships and what one person should go to, and um all this other stuff, because I I don't know, people just find that I'm the type of person who listens. That's what you should do. You should always listen. Listen. Listen, and then speak. Um but yeah, my 15 minutes are just about up, so I guess I should probably end this video before it ends itself. So thanks guys if anyone's watching this. I don't really think anyone is, but I just want to get on my feelings. So forget y'all if y'all didn't listen. But I love all. Peace out. It's